जिसके मर्जी में आया वो जो मर्जी कर लेगा। सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस या 5 जजों के मन में आया चलो आज दलितों को सबक सिखाना, 5 ब्राह्मण इकट्ठे हो गए, उन्होंने फैसला कर लिया सबको हटा दो और पूरे देश को लड़वा दो एक दूसरे से। गांव का कोई दबंग आदमी कुछ भी डिसाइड कर सकता है, वैसे ही सुप्रीम कोर्ट दलितों के मामले में कुछ भी फैसला कर लेगा, कानून का उल्लंघन करके भी कर लेगा। हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल? इज इट द लॉ? इज इट द कन्वेंशन? कल को कोई भी एक आदमी जो अपर कास्ट आदमी है, जो दलितों का विरोधी है, एंड वी बिलीव मिस्टर तुषार मेहता इज एंटी दलित, कोई देश में कानून है, कोई लॉ है, कोई प्रिटेक्स्ट है, लेकिन शेड्यूल कास्ट का नुकसान शेड्यूल कास्ट से करवाना है। भाई साहब जीतन राम मांझी जी, ये जजमेंट ये कह रहा है कि आपके बेटे को नहीं मिलना चाहिए, और आपका बेटा तो मंत्री है बिहार में, तो उसको कैसे फायदा मिल रहा है? वो रिजर्व कैटेगरी से एमएलए कैसे बन रहा है? वो रिजर्व सीट पे एमएलए कैसे बन रहा है? वो एक ही जनरेशन की बात है ना। तो वाई सेकेंड जनरेशन ऑफ मिस्टर मांझी इज एंजॉयिंग द बेनिफिट? एज पर दिस लॉ ही शुड हैव नॉट, मिस्टर बी आर गवई's daughter should have not, Mr. R.S. Gavai's son, Mr. B.R. Gavai, should have not enjoyed that. You are giving an argument which you are not following yourself. अगर ओबीसी की इंडिविजुअल कास्ट की जनगणना नहीं करवा सकते तो 3 कास्ट की जनगणना करवा दीजिए, ब्राह्मण, बनिया, ठाकुर, केवल इन 3 की कास्ट की जनरेशन करवा दीजिए, वी विल बी फाइन। शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब की तो आप करते हैं, ब्राह्मण, बनिया, ठाकुर की और करवा दीजिए, बाकी ओबीसी का नहीं होगा, फिर तो बाकी सब ओबीसी बचाए ना, वो अपने आप उनको पता लगेगा उनकी क्या स्थिति है। क्या गवर्नमेंट देश में जो जातिगत सच्चाई है उससे भागना चाहती है? हमें लगता है कि सरकार जो है जातिगत सच्चाई से भागना चाहती है। हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात करने वाली ये सरकार, इसके मंत्री, विधायक, एमपी ऐसे हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाएंगे? दलितों को दबा के, आदिवासियों को दबा के, पिछड़ी जातियों को दबा के हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाएंगे? ये हिंदू राष्ट्र सवर्ण राष्ट्र तो नहीं है। क्या उनका हिंदू राष्ट्र सवर्ण राष्ट्र तो नहीं है? हमारा मानना यह है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिस हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात कर रही है वो सवर्ण राष्ट्र है, और हम इसके खिलाफ हैं, क्योंकि इसमें दलितों के साथ, आदिवासियों के साथ, पिछड़ी जातियों के साथ, माइनॉरिटीज के साथ कोई न्याय नहीं हो सकता। और पिछले 10 साल का, 11 साल का इतिहास बता रहा है कि इन तमाम तबकों के साथ ये सरकार और सरकार की ब्यूरोक्रेसी और सरकार के जो नीति नियंता हैं वो इन तबकों का दमन कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ अन्याय कर रहे हैं, और साथ के साथ सारी सरकारी मशीनरी का इस्तेमाल करके वो दलितों के, आदिवासियों के, पिछड़ी जातियों के अधिकारों और माइनॉरिटीज के अधिकारों को चलना चाहते हैं। You have not, the people have not done their work with the government because of the prejudices. Government has each and every individual data of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC. Which officer belong to which caste? Every scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC officer carry a certificate, caste certificate. That certificate mentions the caste of the individual. If government wish, government has those data, but we charge the government that government is deliberately not presenting the data because the government wants Dalit to fight with each other. That's why the government wants SC and OBC fight with each other. That's why government deliberately is not presenting facts. Government is hiding the data. So that is our charge, that government is deliberately hiding data, and the Solicitor General has misrepresented the government in the Supreme Court. Every time when the reservation issue go to the Supreme Court or the court, any court, they ask for empirical data. And because government fails to present empirical data, so the Supreme Court give a order which is contrary to the interest of the scheduled caste, without hearing, without any sympathy, without any remorse towards the scheduled caste. Fault is of the government, and Dalits are being penalized, Adivasi are being penalized, OBC are being penalized. So this is our charge. The government's failure is punishing the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC and undermining their interest, their rights. I know that there are lots of media friends and they also use RTI, and after this judgment of the 1st August, lots of things have been written in the various newspapers. We have been reading things, we have been tracking all the news. But the people who are writing in the newspaper, have they asked the government that they have the data? Government is talking of the classification. I have no issue at this point of time of the classification. We are not discussing classification per se at this point of time. But we are saying the government should have decency to present facts and figure that it has at its disposal. It has not presented those facts. We believe there is a convention, there is a rule of law. Rule of law, natural justice says Nobody can be penalized or punished unless they are heard. And they are heard through the Government of India. They are heard through the National Commission for Scheduled Castes. They are heard through the National Commission for Scheduled Tribe in the matter of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe. Now, this whole 1st August judgment or the advice, it is not a judgment, it is an advice. This is based on Indira Sahni judgment. Indira Sahni judgment was of the 9-judge bench. Mind it. The Indira Sahni bench was the bench of 9 judges. And who are overruling Indira Sahni in this case? 7-judge bench. Can they do it? Can they do it? But they are doing it. Nobody is questioning them. Government, instead of questioning them, Solicitor General is in cahoot with the blatant misuse and blatant violation of the law. Therefore, Solicitor General must be terminated for failing in his duty and bringing this fact to the government, to the Supreme Court. So therefore, probably because we are Dalits, the stake of the Dalits and Adivasis are not important, and all the judges, they don't understand our pain, they don't understand our suffering, so they can decide like a गांव का कोई दबंग आदमी कुछ भी डिसाइड कर सकता है, वैसे ही सुप्रीम कोर्ट दलितों के मामले में कुछ भी फैसला कर लेगा, कानून का उल्लंघन करके भी कर लेगा. How is it possible? Is there an, what is the law ministry is doing? Why don't they summon the registrar of the Supreme Court? How is it happening? Nobody is asking that question. Media is not asking the question because most of the media people have their sympathy towards breaking the Dalits in multiple pieces. There are people having sympathy. They are conveniently lobbying and building a narrative to divide the Dalits horizontally and vertically. Equality is not a static concept. It has evolved from the judgment of the court in Chepakam Durai Rajan to Indira Sahni. Sub-classification is an issue of rationalizing the affirmative action regime. Now, how can Solicitor General, without consulting the Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe Member of Parliaments, without consulting the National Commission for the Scheduled Caste, without consulting the National Commission of the Scheduled Tribe, come to this conclusion? Has he discussed with anyone? Has he taken the opinion of the National Commission for Scheduled Caste that what is the position of in the matter of the Scheduled Caste, what is the position in the Scheduled Tribe? No. So he himself decides. कल को कोई भी एक आदमी जो अपर कास्ट आदमी है, जो दलितों का विरोधी है, and we believe Mr. Tushar Mehta is anti-Dalit, therefore his attitudes, his comments, his representation in the Supreme Court has proven that he is acting against the interest of the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe. Therefore we demand that he must summarily be terminated from the position that he holds in the Government of India. We demand this, and we have included that demand in our demand charter. Present case which we are discussing. In this case, what is it? When the law was settled by the Constitution Bench in E.V. Chennaiya, after considering all the previous judgments, including Indira Sahni, and after investing substantial judicial time and resources, the same should not have been doubted and referred to the larger bench by the 3-judge bench in Davinder Singh, and that too without assigning any reason. This matter has been referred to the Supreme Court without assigning any reason whatsoever it may be. What is happening in this country? कोई देश में कानून है, कोई लॉ है, कोई प्रिटेक्स्ट है, जिसके मर्जी में आया वो जो मर्जी कर लेगा. सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस या 5 जजों के मन में आया, चलो आज दलितों को सबक सिखाना, 5 ब्राह्मण इकट्ठे हो गए, उन्होंने फैसला कर लिया, सबको हटा दो और पूरे देश को लड़वा दो एक दूसरे से. Is it the law? Is it the convention? What are you doing? And nobody is questioning. Judiciary is going berserk. They have left all the principle of natural justice. They have left all convention behind. A 7-judge bench is deciding over the 9-judge bench without assigning any reason, much less. And this is not my opinion. This is the opinion of the Bela M. Trivedi, justice, who has given a dissenting note. She has countered each and every logic that Chief Justice Pandit Chandrachud and Pandit Manoj Mishra has mentioned. She has counted each and every argument that these two learned judges have given. That the finding of M. Nagaraj, Jarnail Singh and Devinder Singh to effect that creamy layer principle is also applicable to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes lays down the correct position of law. This is Mr. Justice B.R. Gavai, son of a Rajya Sabha member of parliament and brother of a head of a political party, and whose daughter is on a reservation reserved category beneficiary, teaching in a college in Maharashtra. He says, lay down the correct position of law. Mr. Gavai, Indra Sahni judgment was 9-judge bench. They say, that bench says, no creamy layer applies to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. It is the judgment, it is the given in the judgment. And mind it, Indra Sahni did not in fact made scheduled caste, scheduled tribe party. Even then they said creamy layer cannot apply on the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. And this Justice Gavai single person. It is his own judgment. He says creamy layer can apply. How can a single judge say this lazy principle, the matter settled? What Mr. Chief Justice is doing? Mr. Chief Justice has not mentioned creamy layer in his judgment. It is mentioned by Mr. B.R. Gavai. Had Mr. Chief Justice courage, why didn't he say that, okay, he could have incorporated Mr. B.R. Gavai also in there? Who stopped him? Who prevented him? लेकिन शेड्यूल कास्ट का नुकसान शेड्यूल कास्ट से करवाना है. Mr. B.R. Gavai, who was part of the 7-judge bench, has forgotten the judgment of the 9-judge bench. So that is the plain reason that he should remember. The policy of reservation as enshrined under the Constitution by its various amendments requires a fresh relook. Mr. Justice, who asked these suggestions from you? Has government asked you to fresh relook at the reservation policy? Was it a plea in this case? No. This was not the plea of the case. You are putting your word into the mouth of the government. Or has Solicitor General advised him to put such words there? It can be anything. But we want answers. How these ideas of relooking at the reservation policy, if this government has a courage, let government come out clearly that we want to abolish the reservation. We are okay with that. We will fight it out. But why government is hiding behind the judges and the Supreme Court, judges of the Supreme Court? If it is the intention of the government must come clear. Say that the limited only for the first generation. I saw Mr. Jitan Ram Manjhi's statement. अब हमारा भी हिस्सा मिल जाएगा. भाई साहब जीतन राम मांझी जी, ये जजमेंट ये कह रहा है कि आपके बेटे को नहीं मिलना चाहिए, और आपका बेटा तो मंत्री है बिहार में, तो उसको कैसे फायदा मिल रहा है? वो रिजर्व कैटेगरी से एमएलए कैसे बन रहा है? वो रिजर्व सीट पे एमएलए कैसे बन रहा है? वो एक ही जनरेशन की बात है ना. तो why second generation of Mr. Manjhi is enjoying the benefit? As per this law, he should have not. Mr. B.R. Gavai's daughter should have not. Mr. R.S. Gavai's son, Mr. B.R. Gavai, should have not enjoyed that. You are giving an argument which you are not following yourself. Is it the moral of the judiciary that you do not follow and preach others? Really created lots of anxiety, lots of unrest, and we would like to see that lots of people will be on the street on 21st August across the country. Not because any issue, because they genuinely feel government is ditching the constitution. Government is taking sides of the mighty and rich and powerful, socially, economically. The Supreme Court remains silent on the EWS criteria which was not part of the constitution. And things which are part of the constitution, judiciary is dismantling them. So therefore, we believe that we have written to the Prime Minister. This is the letter that we have written. We are sending the letter to the Prime Minister. We will share with you also, where we have asked there are 9 main demands, and those demands my colleagues have already circulated to you. And 9th demand is that we have asked, that we have written to the Prime Minister, we want caste census now. अगर आप ओबीसी की जनगणना नहीं करवा सकते, अगर ओबीसी की इंडिविजुअल कास्ट की जनगणना नहीं करवा सकते तो 3 कास्ट की जनगणना करवा दीजिए. ब्राह्मण, बनिया, ठाकुर, केवल इन 3 की कास्ट की जनरेशन करवा दीजिए. वी विल बी फाइन. शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब की तो आप करते हैं. ब्राह्मण, बनिया, ठाकुर की और करवा दीजिए. ओबीसी का नहीं होगा, हम उसको फिर तो बाकी सब ओबीसी बचाए ना. वो अपने आप उनको पता लगेगा उनकी क्या स्थिति है. और क्या गवर्नमेंट देश में जो जातिगत सच्चाई है उससे भागना चाहती है? हमें लगता है कि सरकार जो है जातिगत सच्चाई से भागना चाहती है. क्या हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात करने वाली ये सरकार, इसके मंत्री, विधायक, एमपी ऐसे हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाएंगे? दलितों को दबा के, आदिवासियों को दबा के, पिछड़ी जातियों को दबा के हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाएंगे? ये हिंदू राष्ट्र सवर्ण राष्ट्र तो नहीं है. क्या उनका हिंदू राष्ट्र सवर्ण राष्ट्र तो नहीं है? हमारा मानना यह है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिस हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात कर रही है वो सवर्ण राष्ट्र है, और हम इसके खिलाफ हैं, क्योंकि इसमें दलितों के साथ, आदिवासियों के साथ, पिछड़ी जातियों के साथ, माइनॉरिटीज के साथ कोई न्याय नहीं हो सकता. और पिछले 10 साल का, 11 साल का इतिहास बता रहा है कि इन तमाम तबकों के साथ ये सरकार और सरकार की ब्यूरोक्रेसी और सरकार के जो नीति नियंता हैं वो इन तबकों का दमन कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ अन्याय कर रहे हैं, और साथ के साथ सारी सरकारी मशीनरी का इस्तेमाल करके वो दलितों के, आदिवासियों के, पिछड़ी जातियों के अधिकारों और माइनॉरिटीज के अधिकारों को चलना चाहते हैं.